So we welcome all of you for this webinar on Sadhana Pada. This is conducted by Vishwabharati Sangh, headed by Swamijis from Bihar School of Yoga. Actually, we are going to conduct a 6 months course on Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So this session, especially Sadhana Pada, is a 25-hour session, minimum 20 to 25-hour session. We are going to summarize it, going to have an overview for 1.5 hours, just to see what is there and see one-line meaning about it. So I'll just connect now, share the screen now. So this we have seen in last webinar itself. What is the reason for the 4 padas? An analogy like how to use it. So you can see Sadhana Pada and Samadhi Pada are the 2 entrances. Of course, Samadhi Pada, what we discussed in the last class, it starts from what is yoga and up to Mukti, self-realization it contains. So when you start following Samadhi or Sadhana Pada, there are a lot of tools in both. Then you will gain lot of powers called Siddhis. That is explained in Vibhuti Pada, how Siddhis comes, how to use it, how not to use it, where to use, where not to use. All those Siddhis are explained in Vibhuti Pada. Kaivalya Pada is the summarization of important concepts discussed in all the Padas. So whatever you read in Samadhi, Sadhana, Vibhuti Pada, the 4th chapter summarizes everything and discusses more about how a yogi enters into the state of mukti or self-realization. So now, today what we are going to discuss is Sadhana Pada. So why this Sadhana Pada? Because Samadhi Pada already we discussed. It is there up to mukti, it is mentioned. Why is one more chapter? It is like there are 2 kids, a normal kid and a hyperactive kid. Can you get the work done from both the kid in the same way? No, right? For a normal kid, if you say, suppose she is a normal kid and this guy is a hyperactive kid. If you tell her to sit, she will sit. But if you tell him to sit, he will not sit. He will start running. So you have to run and chase him or give him all the work. He will get tired. Then he will come and sit. So Sadhana Pada is for people like that. You cannot do meditation. You cannot sit and listen. You are so busy in your work. You are so busy in your life or business or whatever it is. And for you, Sadhana Pada. So most of us are like that, right? We are too busy to spend anything for our well-being. When it comes to health, we are not even spending 30 minutes every day. So when we are that kind of person, then it is Sadhana Pada is applicable. Because Sadhana Pada starts with very easy, simple solution which you can follow. So these days, if you see, we are attached with the compulsions of life. When the weekend comes, we have to go to mall, cinema, beach, somewhere outing you need to go. Or at least you need to watch TV, right? Is there anyone like Sunday, full day? I don't go out. I don't watch TV. I simply go for a walk. I'm just see the natural, will be with the trees and other natural thing. Very difficult. Means not talking about us, maybe some of us may be like that. But most of the people, weekend, they are more busy than weekdays. They have to go somewhere and do. This is compulsion, right? This is not coming by option. You are telling stress, stress, stress and all. Why don't you take rest at home Saturday and Sunday? No, they want relaxation also by action. Relaxation is not sleeping. Relaxation is action, doing what they like. So action has become very important part of life. Nobody knows what is inaction. So for those people, then we need Sadhana Pada. So this is a flow chart. If any of you wants this flow chart, you can note down my number. It is here. You can put a message me. I will send you flow chart and other material. There is a material with Guru Sishya dialogue. Like Guru is asking, Sishya is asking a question, Guru will answer. Like that we have framed. No, it is somebody has done. We also took the same method. It's not we did. I think Swami Paramarthananda, or I don't. When I was studying, somebody did it. So he explained that way. That was very easy to understand. So I was struggling to understand Yoga Sutra at that time. So I thought this is a very easy way to understand. So if you want any material, please note down my number. You can WhatsApp me. I will send you. Now, this flow chart contains important things. We are not going to discuss about the flow chart because this is a big chapter we want to discuss. Whatever colors here, there, it is all belong to similar group. So one thing I want to make it here clear is two solutions are discussed here. One is called Kriya Yoga, other is called Ashtanga Yoga. These are two solutions discussed in Sadhana Pada. In Ashtanga Yoga, those who don't know about Ashtanga Yoga, don't worry, we are going to see that. Many of you know what is Ashtanga Yoga, 8-limb yoga. What are the 8 limbs? In that 8 limb, one limb is very famous. What is it? All of you know, right? Asana is very famous. Asana, wherever, because it has come from America, right? In America, they know only asana. Nobody explained yamas and niyamas, that our gurus explained, but they started following asanas. So yoga is imported from America for most of the people. So asana is very famous. But if you see this sadhana pada, there are 15 to 16 sutras are dedicated to yamas and niyamas. That means what? My personal and social ethics. How I should live. How I should react to the society. How I should live in the society, how I should live within myself, it is explained in 15 to 16 sutras. How many sutras for asana? Only 3 sutras for asana. This pada, not only the entire 195 or 196 Yoga Sutras, only 3 sutras for asana and 5 sutras for pranayama. Then you think, what for other sutras are? This is for life. That's why it is seen as a big philosophy. Whatever you have question in your mind about why I am suffering, why I'm so good, I have not done anything bad to somebody, but still I'm getting suffering. But somebody is very bad, he is enjoying. Or what is my last janma? What is my future? Whether destiny is with me or not? Or it is all everything predestined. If you have all those questions, you have answer in yoga philosophy or yoga sutras. So this 3 sutras for asana, 5 for pranayama, and 2 for pratyahara. So there are about life. Yoga Sutras are not about asanas, pranayama. It is much, much beyond. So here we have what is important thing we need to understand. Yoga means if you follow yamas and niyamas, social and personal ethics. How? If you are a good person, then yoga will come automatically. If somebody is not a good person, if you do asana, pranayama, will you become good? You will not become good. So asana pranayama will help you to control body and mind, but inside you have to change. That for that to get good health and to little control over mind, pleasant mind, asana pranayama will help. But unless until you follow yamas and niyamas, no big change will happen. Not I said. In Yoga Sutra, they said you ask anybody, any great yogi, even in Hatha Pradipika, it said without yamas and niyamas, asana will not be effective. If you don't follow yamas and niyamas to the best of your extent, then whatever you practice asana and pranayama, it will not give full result. Not my words. It's all from text. So we start with Sadhana Pada. Sadhana Pada has 2 solutions. One is Kriya Yoga. It is not Kriya Yoga associated with Swami Paramahamsa Yogananda. No. This is Kriya Yoga of Yoga Sutras. We'll see what is that. Then Ashtanga Yoga. So anybody ask you what is there, you can clearly say Ashtanga Yoga and Kriya Yoga are the 2 tools mentioned in Sadhana Pada, the 2nd chapter. So what is Kriya Yoga? Here itself mentioned. Kriya means action. This is for people who are too busy with actions. And what for Ashtanga Yoga? If you start doing Kriya Yoga, after some time you will join in Ashtanga Yoga. Kriya Yoga is like school. Ashtanga Yoga is like college. So if you feel even Ashtanga Yoga is difficult, please start follow Kriya Yoga. Then after school, you will be rooted through college. So these 2 are basic tools anybody can follow. We will see how easy it is. But it needs our effort, that's it. So what is Kriya Yoga? Kriya Yoga means tapas, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhana. These 3 combined together is called Kriya Yoga. Now what is tapas? Tapas means there are 2 meaning to it. One is controlled and disciplined eating. If you are controlling your food, you are taking right quantity, right quality only for the body, not for the tongue, then you are already in Kriya Yoga. That means in tapas. Tapas means controlled and disciplined eating. This is one meaning. Other meaning is you do all the practices and generate a kind of heat. You do all yoga practices, whatever you know, or any spiritual practices, generate a kind of heat which will remove the impurities of the mind. So there are 2 meaning to tapas. What is Swadhyaya? Swadhyaya means self-reflection. That means either you have to chant, do japa. When you do japa, you will travel inside and start understanding who you are. Or read scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Sutra, any philosophy. When you start reading, you will start understanding about life. This is called Swadhyaya. The next is called Ishvara Pranidhana, complete surrender. You have to surrender to God, the higher force. Now, why it is for all busy people is, can you do your work with tapas, swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana? Other tapas, normal tapas meaning, what is the meaning? Austerity, severe discipline. Can you do your work with utmost discipline? Also, can you do some asanas, pranayama to generate some heat, some energy? Can you control your food? Then tapas. Swadhyaya means you have to ask, improve yourself in your work, whatever you do. Can you find how to improve yourself? Can you see how I can do it better? Also, try to understand what it means to you. Ishwar Pranidhana means, can you surrender your work completely to your work? You are totally dedicated to your work. So, if you follow these three qualities in your normal activity, whichever activity you are doing in your life, you may be a teacher, you may be a student, you may be a IT person, you may be a person working in factory or business or whatever it is. You can do all these three things. You can do with your work. Don't expect one month business is good, other month business is down. You surrender yourself. Then emotionally you become stable. If you start boiling, it get into depression. Do your best and leave the rest to God. Ishwar Pranidhana. Can we do that? Swadhyaya. Can I improve? Ask question. How to improve? How to improve? Self-reflection. Start asking question. Not only about business, about life also. Keep on asking. Try to find answer. Swadhyaya. Tapas. With extreme discipline or controlled eating. So this can be possible by anyone. So these three are, when we say niyamas, and the 5 niyamas, these three comes under the 5 niyamas. The 3 is covered. So this is a very simple tool. Do whatever you want, follow tapas, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhana, then it is called kriya yoga. Of course, on the spiritual point of only we have to take. But if you want to apply initially, please apply to your work. You will be good. You will become good in your work. You will become great in your work. Okay, master, if I do kriya yoga, what will happen? Next sutra, it says, kriya yoga reduces kleshas. Kleshas means impurities. Then it will lead you to samadhi. Here, samadhi means lot of clarification, lot of clarity about life. When you get lot of clarity about life, your suffering will become less, right? So here samadhi means lot of clarity. When you start doing kriya yoga, your impurities of the mind will come down. You start getting more clarity in life. Now there is a new word, kleshas. That means impurities. What are impurities? Now these are the 5 impurities. In the third shloka it says 5 impurities, and 4 to 9 it talks about all the 5 impurities. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. Avidya means he is a boss. So that's why 2 sutras for avidya. He is the underworld don. You cannot remove him. So avidya means lack of spiritual knowledge. I don't know about what is this Purusha, that this soul. What is God, what is soul, what is Brahman. I am not bothered. I am only bothered about my survival. Eating, sleeping, going to office, and just this. This is what avidya is. Everybody is dying, death will not come to me. People are getting birth, and I am not asking question from where we are coming, where we are going, what is the purpose of life. I am not interested to ask question. I work like animal, right? When you don't ask this question, there is no difference between us and an animal. That is called avidya. Now all of us are here because we want to have, we are searching for some answer, right? We want to know something beyond normal people. So vidya started coming to us. But you see, most of the people, they are only into entertainment, earn more and enjoy with the senses. When you use all the senses more, the soon senses will become weak. So you should know how to control. So avidya means gaining that knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Avidya means not having spiritual knowledge. Vidya means having spiritual knowledge. Avidya means not interested to know anything about spirituality. So first is avidya. So we say lack of spiritual knowledge. Asmita means ego. We'll see what is ego and all. Raga, attachment. Dvesha means hatred. Abhinivesha, fear of death. So if you take a tree, avidya is the root, which is always under. And all other impurities are the branches. So when you cut the branch, then only you have to cut the root. You cannot remove the root immediately. One by one, you have to cut all the branches. So, importance of avidya. Avidya is the breeding ground. Lack of spiritual knowledge is the breeding ground, like the dirty water. When you have a dirty water, then you will invite all kind of mosquitoes, houseflies, and all insects, right? So when I don't have any spiritual knowledge, I will say everything is suffering. You may have a own house, you may have a car, you may have a good wife or husband, good children, you had a good qualification, you are working in a good company, still you start complaining. Like, not you means don't say you, I'm just telling people. People have everything, still they suffer. They compare with other person. That person has a BMW car, I have only a Maruti car. This is the problem. You want to live somebody's life, why? You don't have that maturity to understand happiness doesn't come from all those things. So no spiritual knowledge. That avidya is like dirty water. If you don't have spiritual knowledge, it's a dirty water, then you will invite all suffering. The suffering will come in 4 different ways. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. It is like a seed. It is like a plant. It is like a tree, invisible. It is like a tree, fully visible. It takes more time to explain, just 4 levels. What is avidya? What is avidya? Means you consider impermanent as permanent, impure as pure, pain as pleasure, non-self as self. This is a classical explanation in the Yoga Sutra. Clearly says this is avidya. How impermanent as permanent? We all think we'll live for 1,000 years, right? At least for 100 years. Nothing will happen to me. I'm now only 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever it is. All it will happen after 90. I think I'm permanent, but there is no guarantee even 24 hours. Tomorrow evening, same time, will we be alive? No guarantee. Everything is impermanent in life. Can you tell me one thing which is permanent? Nothing. So everything is impermanent. It's a very short span of life. Maybe in the school and college, you may be thinking life is so long. Now all of us, most of us are beyond school and college. Now you think life is going very fast. Now you feel school life is very good. My college life is very good. Oh, we know who you are in the school. In the school, you are suffering, you are complaining. In the college also, you are complaining. You had a lot of problems. Now you are telling, after 10 years, you will say, see, 10 years before my life was very good. Always we say past is good. It is very impermanent life. It is going just like that. Our life will be end. Before that, we need to ask question and do something. It's an impermanent life. We feel it is permanent. It is impure. The body is impure. How much we beautify it? It is impure, right? Anybody saying it's pure? 2 days, don't take bath. You will find very difficult to live with your own body. Every day, I need to take 2 times bath. In yoga, we take 2 times, right? 1 time is not sufficient. What is that you will clean for 2 times? Do you clean your toilet 2 times a day? Do you clean your home 2 times a day? Which you will clean? Whichever is so dirty, that only you will clean 2 times a day. Which is dirty? This body is dirty, impure. But see how much we attracted this beauty. With this body, with other body, we get attracted. So impure as pure. Pain as pleasure. Everything started with pleasure, ended with pain, right? Can you tell me which gave you pleasure all the time? There is one thing, even today also it gives me pleasure. There is nothing. You buy a car, first few days you enjoy. You got a promotion, first few days you enjoy. You went to vacation, yes, that time you enjoy. Everything was pleasure, but after that it became pain. So I don't know what is pain, what is pleasure. Non-self as self. What is non-self is, which is not my soul. The soul is real. The body is also not me. The mind is also not me. The world is not me. But I get attached to everything, which is not me. You have seen in movie, right? When somebody comes and a hero's father, he built a big palace like a house, and the villain comes and he will come with a bulldozer and he will crash on the compound wall. Immediately the hero's father will get heart attack. Why? It's house only something is happening, right? Not to you. Something not me, but I get identified that as me. If somebody did something to my house, I will get heart attack. It is my home. Every brick I built, you get identified with that. No, that is different. You are different. So, which is not you, you consider that is you. It is my car, my, whatever it's my. It's not actually me. I am beyond all those things. So, this is called avidya. What is avidya? This is a classical definition in the sutra itself. So, what is asmita? Asmita, ego means identification. Most of you are working, right? When you work in office, somebody always you will say that fellow is an egoistic person. Especially your boss will say, my boss, he's a very egoistic person. Why? Your boss will come and always give a lecture. I have 30 years experience. I have 20 years experience. Why you are not doing? He always get identified, happy, praising himself. He get identified with his qualification, with his experience. If you get identified with anything which you are not, then that is ego. I am a double, triple PhD holder. I am a rich person. I am so and so person, very powerful. Everything is, you are not that. You hold that for some time. What you is beyond all those things. You may be father, mother, sister, brother. You may be a director of a company. You may be an executive of a company. Doesn't matter. That's not you. That's you take for short time. But you get identified with that. No, somebody is an actor means throughout the life they become actor. That means what? They will think and breathe the acting. They will not see another chapter. Somebody singing, dancer means, the whole life, whatever you talk, they will see only from that lens, from dance or whatever, the singing or anything. That is one chapter. You have to look beyond. If you get attached to what you're doing, then it will consume your life. So this is called ego. You get identified with something. You may be good at it. We are not denying. You have to do that. Whichever you are good at, you have to do that. That is our swadharma. Then only you can live a happy life. That is different. But you keep on doing everything, see the world, the entire world through that only. Then it's like you are stick to one page or one chapter in a book. Suppose there are 100 chapters in a book. One chapter you are get stuck. So this is called asmita, ego. Raga, pleasure. Here raga means attachment. So whatever you like, you're attached to it, right? Suppose you tasted a chocolate today. Somebody gave you, said, very tasty. The moment you say very tasty, you start enjoying, you start liking. Next time you expect that and you get attached to that. So whatever you enjoy, you get attached. Now you last question. Should I not enjoy my chocolate or ice cream? No, you can enjoy, but there are two parts of your mind. One is called buddhi, other is called manas. Give it to buddhi. It will know which is right, which is wrong. It will know, okay, today I get a chocolate, let you enjoy it. Don't expect next time. That will say. But your manas will just fall into it. Suppose you have diabetes, somebody comes with a plate of sweet. Your manas will say, go jump and take sweet and eat. Somebody is giving, that so-and-so shop, number one in Chennai or in your place. Take it. Your buddhi will say, no, you have diabetes. It will not, you cannot digest it. It will bad to you. So two parts of your mind. We are talking about the first part, which is like a kid's mind, which always want. So if you do like that, if you get attached, that is called raga. Dvesha means hatred. Wherever you feel pain, unhappiness, you will hate, right? You take a kid to a first time to a hospital, he will come as if, oh, hospital, one more toy shop. So Amma is calling me, so that I'm going to buy a toy. If you put one injection, next time, the moment you say hospital, he will start crying. Why? Because the pain. He had a pain. Now thinking about the pain, he started hating it. This is called dvesha. See how your friend become enemy. Somebody was close to you, you had a fight, something better thing happens. Some pain it happened, you started treating him differently now, right? Not you and me, generally I'm telling. Generally, any unpleasant or pain comes means it will be followed by hate. You will hate because nobody likes it, right? Nobody likes the pain. So we want to hate it. This is called hatred, dvesha. Abhinivesha means fear of death. Everybody has fear of death. Not only human being. You take even the mosquito. You take a mosquito bat and try to kill a mosquito. The moment you take a mosquito bat, then the mosquito will know. Immediately start flying out. It is not ready to sacrifice. Every living being has this fear of death. It wants to protect yourself. Only human being can overcome the fear of death. The first thing, if you become a yogi, what will go is the fear of death will go. You see, people don't do yoga, but still matured people, Many people who was good in no good spiritual thoughts, they will say, I am not worried about my death. If death comes, let it come. Have you seen people talking like this? Yes, the fear of death will go. If you read scriptures, if you read Yoga Sutras or anything, first maturity will come to you is, yes, I will also die one day. The fear of death will go. That's the last impurity in the mind. But the first impurity to go out is abhinivesha. Fear will go. What is a fear? I'm here always. My soul always is here. Body is like a shirt. When it becomes old, I just put it down. I'll take another shirt, another body. So when you have vidya, then first thing is abhinivesha will go, then dvesha will go, then raga will go, then asmita will go, then finally avidya will go. How to remove avidya? We are going to see that. Now, how to avoid these kleshas, master? You can address these kleshas when it is in origin, when it is starting, then you can avoid it. If it is like a small thing, people start smoking in college. First time, if they start avoiding, no, they will avoid that habit. Just for fun, they started doing, and it will become a habit. Then that person has become a chain smoker. Everything, when small thing, it's small desire unnecessarily comes. That desire is not good for you. That comes, address there. If you start thinking, okay, I'm thinking only, nothing will happen. Initially, you will think, then think deeply, then you start getting into action. Then you will go for further inside, you cannot come back. So you have to resolve when it is an origin. When it is a seed, it is easy to take away. Or like a plant, you can remove it. If it becomes a big banyan tree, can you remove that habit? Very difficult, right? People are dying because they are not unable to give up drinking, unable to give up smoking, unable to give up drugs. Right? Why? That has become like a tree. Now my whole life is gone behind it. So what should I do, master? Now, how to avoid all these things which are not required to life? How to remove all the impurities? It can be silenced through meditation. It was said in 11th Sutra. It says you can silence all those negative things or you can remove all the impurities only by doing meditation. So, if you do meditation or if you start getting more knowledge, first fear will go, then hatred will go, then attachment will go, then ego will go. Then finally avidya will go. Avidya is like a king. You cannot touch the king directly, right? First you have to cross all the soldiers, then the commander, one by one. Finally you can address the king. So getting all spiritual knowledge, reading any text or doing yoga practice, everything, listening to satsang, everything is yoga, everything is spirituality. You do anything, then all the impurities will keep on going. So this is the up to 11th, just one line to summarize. Up to 11, 10 and 11 talks about how to silence the impurities. Now there is a meaning. Why silence? Why can't I remove? You cannot remove it. That will take a lot of time to explain. So just one line about it. Now, what happens if I don't silence the kleshas? The impurities are there. Why should I address it? I am enjoying my life. Why should I address the impurities? Because if you don't address, the accumulated impurities will be experienced in this janma or next janma. If you don't remove all the impurities, the consequence will happen. Like I just pushed one block, expecting nothing will happen to me, right? Nothing will happen. It will happen. Whatever I do, it will come back to me. That is called law of karma. Law of karma says, whatever you do, if you do good, good will come back. If you do bad, bad will come back. So if you have impurities in the mind, try to address. Otherwise, that will give you bad taste. That will bring bad to you, either in this janma or next janma. Oh, next janma, how? In future birth, how it will happen? It will happen. You will take accordingly, according to your kleshas, you will take accordingly the birth, span of life and experiences. Which birth? Maybe I may come as a human form, but suppose you think about some addiction. Okay. Suppose you watch TV every day, watching TV or cinema. Then you may get into cinema, who knows? Because that's what you like, right? So you may get into that industry. So suppose you're thinking about spirituality, you will get there. So accordingly, your birth, span of life, how long to live. People with a lot of longing live long. Have you seen all great yogis, many yogis lived a short span of life, 30, 40, they will go. So we don't know exactly what kind of calculation, but it says accordingly the span of life and your experience. They will have sweeter experience in doing that. Can we ask Sachin Tendulkar to become IAS officer or Virat Kohli to become? No, right? That is, cricket is good for him. Somebody's IAS officer is good for him. So experience varies. One job may be very sweet to you. It may be bitter to me. You will be doing very nicely. I will be hating. So according to your kleshas, your next birth, your span of life and experience are fixed. According to that, you will take birth. Why to take birth? Then only you will quench your thirst. Whatever you long, that will happen. You are doing some punya, right? Now listening to satsang is also punya. Whatever punya you gathered, you will exchange for whatever you are asking. If you ask, suppose I want to earn some 10 crore, 10 crore, 10 crore, 10 crore, suppose this janma over. Now, whatever you had punya, that punya will be exchanged for money. Next janma, you will get more money. So when you ask, long, please long for highest thing. What is the highest thing? Mukti, moksha, the highest blissful state. So if you ask for that, though you don't know the real meaning, if you ask for the highest thing, then your punya will be exchanged for that. And what about the next janma? Will I get pain or pleasure? They say in the next janma, it will be mixture of pain and pleasure based on punya and papa. So if you don't address the impurities, you will take accordingly different births. You may come as an animal also, bird also, possible, or human being also. In that janma, you will have lot of painful and pleasure experiences based on punya and papa. If you do more punya, you will have more pleasure and pleasant experiences. If you have done more papa, painful experiences. So this is up to 14. Now, pleasant experience is fine. You said something painful. What is pain? Suffering. Can you explain suffering, master? 15, he says the suffering comes due to many things. There are three important things. But for a person, real yogi, who want spiritual, who is in spiritual thing, everything is suffering. How come you say, how come everything is suffering? See, suppose somebody, a kid is lost in the crowd. Okay. Their parents it lost. And suppose a police officer got the kid. Suppose the police officer gives chocolate. Will the kid be happy? It gives toys. She gives. Will she be happy? Temporarily for 1 or 2 minutes. After that, what the kid will say? Amma, I need appa. It will ask, right? So unless until it sees its parents, the kid cannot stop crying, cannot be happy. Similarly, a yogi cannot be happy unless until he get mukti. So he feel if you give 100 crore rupee also, he'll be say, what I'm going to do with all this money? If you give a lot of recognition, everything, he will say, I don't want, because mukti is my destination. We are so happy. Why? We are living in a golden prison. When you have golden prison, do you want to break and come out? No, right? Oh, it is made of gold. I don't want to break. We'll call somebody and say, somebody has put me in golden prison. We are all living like that only. Whatever we have, so-called my house, my property, my money, all like golden prison. We are unable to break it. We only formed it, thinking one day it will be useful. Now it has become a prison for us. But yogi is not. Even you give golden prison or diamond prison, he will not be happy. So what to do? How to remove the pain? Is that everything is fate? Everything is vidhi? No. You can avoid the future pain. Like today you got sowed paddy seed, now you got rice. Tomorrow you can sow wheat and get the wheat out. The future is in your hands. Whatever current happened, forget. But if you take life in your hands, whatever suffering going to come in the future, that you can avoid. That means what? Fate is in your hands. Not I'm saying, Yoga Sutra is saying. So what is the main cause of pain? The pain is wrong identification. When we say God is everywhere, God should be here also, right? So what is inside my body? We call a soul. Why can't that be God? We are not sure. So I think I am the body. I am the mind. I am this car. I am this house. I am this. I am that. I am that. No. This wrong identification is the reason for all the pain. If you know you are the soul or you are the God himself, based on philosophy, okay? In Advaita, we'll say you are Brahman. not Brahma, Lord Brahma, Brahman, which exists everywhere. In Dvaitam, like Yoga Sutra, we say you are Purusha or you are the soul, Atma, whatever it is. Because for this Atma, that is me. I am not other thing. But I get identified with all these things. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. See, this body is not me, right? I ate. This is a body, is food body. I start eating, the food has become this body. I am not this body. When I say this is my body, it's like this is my car. When I say this is my car, I am somewhere in the car, right? So when I say this is my body, I am inside the body. When I say this is my mind, that is also like I gathered all the ideas, what somebody put, everything I gathered, I formed a personality, but I am somewhere inside it. So I am beyond body, beyond mind, I'm somewhere inside it. But I don't have that experience. I think body is me, the mind is me, the world, everything, what I earned is me. That is the problem. That gives the pain. If I know this Atma, the soul is me, if we get that experience, then all the problem will get solved. So pain is due to wrong identification. So about Dukkham, we have 3 sutras for it. Now, the pain is due to body, mind, and all the creation, right? When you sleep, you don't get pain, right? In the sleep, body is not there in your experience. Body is there, but you don't feel. You don't feel the mind. You are so happy. So you are beyond body and mind. So when you wake up, all the suffering comes. When you sleep, no problem. Why people are drinking? When you drink and fall down, after 5 years, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours only you will wake up. So you can be so happy. You can postpone your suffering. Like that, people sleep. They want to sleep. So when you open the eye, all the creation is there. I am there, my family is there, office is there, everything is there. So what brings suffering is the creation. If I close, all the creations are not there, I enjoy. So it is about creation. What is the purpose of creation? It says creation or drashyam. Purusha, Prakriti will say. Drashta, drashyam will say. Drashya means creation. Creation exists for the purpose and experience and liberation of Purusha, the soul. What for all the creation? This body, mind, the entire world is there for the soul to experience. Without this body, can I born here? Without this mind, can I live here? Big sages or God also, they will take human birth. If even you want to enjoy pleasure or pain, you have to take a human form. So, what is the purpose of car? Purpose of car is give me experience. I experience, right? I enjoy the car. And car also takes me to some place. Similarly, this body and mind gives me suffering and pleasure and pain. This body and mind also helps me to go from one place to other place. If I want to progress, go towards mukti also, without body and mind, it is not possible. So what is this creation? This chart is taken from Sankhya philosophy, which is a mother of many philosophies. So Sankhya talks about how the creation happens. We are not going to see the chart. This chart alone takes 1 hour to explain. Okay. So how the creation happened, what the 5 bhutas are there, and we have karma indriyas, jnana indriyas. This chart is available in the net. You can see it. Maybe we'll conduct one webinar for it one day. So the 19th sutra talks about how creation happened from universe to me, how it happened, it explains. So up to 19. 18 and 19 talks about the creation. Now, what is the connection between creator and creation? That means this soul and the mind or body or any creation. Now, 20th sutra, it says, the Purusha is there who will experience things through the mind. See, we have a soul, right? Now you see there's a world. The world is seen by whom? My mind sees the world. In between mind and world, I have my eyes. My eyes sees the world. Mind gives the meaning. When mind gives the meaning, that impression or mind is activated by the soul. Without soul, mind cannot function. The purpose of mind and this world is to make the Purusha to come out. The soul has to liberate. We have put the soul in the mind and body like a prison. Mind and body is a prison. If you do yoga sadhana, if you gain knowledge, then this soul will attain mukti. So you can compare this body, mind and world like a horse. And our soul is the traveler, rider. The rider runs a ride on the horse. When the rider wants to reach temple, temple is mukti. When the Purusha, this soul goes to mukti, the horse will go and pick up another person. Similarly, the world is there, right? Like Ramana Maharishi was there. He attained mukti. The world has gone? No. For him, the world is gone. He has attained mukti, he has gone. But the world is there for all of us. So, this world, this mind, body, everything is there for the soul to get release. How it will get release? Only mind gets clean. Whatever sadhana you are doing to clean the mind, right? Whichever yoga you do to clean the mind. When the mind becomes clean, the soul will simply, if the mind becomes clean, the mind will melt down. Let's say like it becomes ice, then soul will escape. Now soul is inside the prison of mind, body, and all those things. You can say, after death, I am leaving my mind. No, you are leaving a gross mind. The subtle mind goes with you. We'll call that vasanas. Whatever you have done, your longings, likes and dislikes, goes along with the soul. That is the prison. When you don't have likes and dislikes, when your mind becomes completely clean, then your soul will attain freedom. Next is about what unites this Purusha, this soul. What is that unites with the body? How the soul is there in the body and mind? Because of avidya. Avidya is a cause of union of Purusha and Prakriti. What is avidya? Suppose you have a lot of longing. Suppose I have a lot of longing. Will I get mukti? No. Next Janma, I will come back again to enjoy that longing, to experience the longing, right? Whatever I long, I have likes and dislikes. I will take many, many births to nullify that. So that likes and dislikes are called avidya. Suppose you become a yogi, you will not have likes and dislikes, right? If somebody gives food, you will eat. Otherwise, you will not eat. You will always think about God, think about mukti, do the right thing. You can do that. Then within few births, you will attain mukti. So when we don't have that knowledge, when we look for some materialistic pleasure, that only makes us to come here again and again and again. So why this soul is present here? Because this mind wants more likes and dislikes it has. Because of that, I'm taking many, many births. So how to liberate? How to get mukti? Destruction of avidya. If that avidya goes, avidya means no spiritual knowledge. If that no goes, then you will get spiritual knowledge. If spiritual knowledge comes, your avidya will go. Vidya is a spiritual knowledge. If vidya comes, avidya will go. Then I will attain kaivalyam or mukti. How to destroy avidya? You can destroy avidya through discriminative knowledge. What is discriminative knowledge? Means identifying between two similar things. This is also a very deeper concept. See, for example, in this picture, can you find the difference? They are twins, but one is fair, other is dark, right? Color, skin color is different. You see other picture, both are twins. Maybe shirt is different. Otherwise, both seems to be same. Can you find difference between two pots? Not possible, right? Looks everything same. Maybe if you look closer, you will say little line coming here, there it is not coming. Something you can say. Suppose if I show all the blue color balls, can you find the difference? No. So what discriminated knowledge means, you should know clearly what is this Purusha, what is this Prakriti, what is this soul, what is this creation. Do we know that? No, right? If my mind becomes clean, I will look like the soul. My mind looks like soul. It looks like the blue ball. Like you see your image in the mirror. Mirror is your mind. If mirror becomes clean, then you can see two persons. You don't know which is real, which is your image. So the problem may come in future. So this says you should have clear knowledge about the soul and the creation. If you have clear knowledge about the soul and creation, or creator and creation, then the avidya will go. Avidya is beyond logic. You have to experience. Like if you want to weigh the earth, can you take a weighing machine? How to find the weight of earth? By mathematics, by physics, by formula. You cannot say, if an LKG kid and comes and say, you cannot weigh the earth because there is no weighing machine. Correct. His logic is right. It's a very small logic. Similarly, this discriminative knowledge can be gained only by yoga practice. So what is that discriminative knowledge? That knowledge means it has 7 steps. I'm not going to read the steps. There are 7-step knowledge. How to get the 7-step knowledge? By sustained practice of yoga, you will get the 7-step knowledge. Now I am like this chimney. The black coating is there in the chimney. If I start practicing yoga, I will become very clean. Now this is my soul. Light is my soul. Now light is not coming out because my mind is dirty. If you start cleaning your mind, then the soul will radiate outside. It will also attain mukti. So sustained practice of yoga will help you to get 7 stages of knowledge, which is called discriminative knowledge, which is called viveka kyatihi. Now, sustained practice of yoga, what yoga should I practice? That's the next question. Now, 29 Sutra, it says 8-limb yoga. That means Ashtanga yoga. So, 29 Sutra only, the word Ashtanga yoga comes. By practicing Ashtanga yoga, you will get everything. This is what Ashtanga yoga is. Yamas means social discipline, how I should behave with the society. I should follow ahimsa, non-violence. I should follow truth, non-stealing. I should follow brahmacharya. That means control my senses. I should not affect others. I should not be greedy in collecting things, aparigraha. How to be with me? I need to be clean, both in the body and mind. I should have contentment. Be happy with whatever you have. Whether you don't have anything or you have anything, be happy always with what God has given. If you don't have anything, still you have a beautiful body. Today I don't have any disease. My eyes are working, my ears are working, I'm able to talk. I had food today. Can you be happy? Suppose eyes are not working, will you be happy? Tomorrow morning you wake up, you are unable to see anything. Everything looks black. What will happen? You will get heart attack, right? So if you don't have any money or anything, you can be happy. Whatever you have, that is contentment. Tapas. You should follow strict discipline inside you. Swadhyaya, we have seen. Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pradhana. Remember? Kriya Yoga. These 3 comes in Kriya Yoga. So these are the base of yoga. These are the foundation. Whenever you teach asana to your student, you have to teach something about yamas, niyamas in the form of story or anything. Without yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, whatever practice you do will not be effective. These are not my words. These are the words from scriptures. But these are things we neglect. Then asana. Asana means you want to control the body. Pranayama means you are trying to control the mind. Pratyahara means you are withdrawing from all disturbance so that you can focus. Dharana means focus, awareness or concentration. Dhyana means meditation. Samadhi means ultimate meditation. The climax of meditation is samadhi. Getting one with that object of focus, merging with one. If you go to Samadhi Pada, what we did last Friday, the webinar, then you understand this Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So 29th Sutra, up to 29 we have come. 29th is Ashtanga Yoga. Now, what are yamas? So 30th Sutra explains what are yamas. What is ahimsa, what is satya, what is asteya, what is brahmacharya, what is aparigraha. Explained there in 30th. And 31 talks about one who follows yamas. He is called Mahavratam. It's a great, he is a great being. That's a great credit to be given. One who follows these yamas and niyamas all time, anywhere, 24/7. If you are a full-time sadhaka, spiritual practitioner, then you have to follow every minute, every day, wherever you go, at any circumstances. No, I am a grahastha. Then you follow as much as possible. Niyama means personal ethics. We have seen like cleanliness, contentment, tapas. That means you have to have a great discipline in your body and mind. Swadhyaya, we have seen Ishwar Pranidhana. So all niyamas are explained in 32nd Sutra. Now, when you try to follow this yamas and niyamas, you will get lot of challenges. Now, how to cross all the challenges? There's a tool given which is called Pratipaksha Bhavanam. What it says is, you do negative to the negative. Suppose you try to follow ahimsa. Tomorrow, one day, you are not going to get anger. You tell your family, I am not going to get anger tomorrow. Then everybody will see, oh, you're not going to get angry tomorrow. Let me see. They will make you test your patience, right? So when they test your patience, then you have to cross all the challenges. And it's not easy to follow all yamas, niyamas and all. So whenever negative thought comes, you convert that. Think about the negative consequences. Suppose you want to, there is a sweet coming, you want to eat 4 sweets, but that's not good for your health. You've taken 1 sweet. Suppose the tongue is asking 1 more sweet. Think about the consequence. If I take all the sweet, what will happen to me? It's not going to be good for my health. Suppose you are attached to coffee, tea, or any habit. Just think it's not doing well-being to me. Why am I attached to it? If you think about the consequence, you know why they are putting in cigarette packet all the cancer photo and all. Have you questioned any time? Do you know this? In the cigarette packet, they put all the horrible photos. Why? Because more you see that and people start smoking, unknowingly the negativity goes to their mind. The hate will come. Slowly they may leave the practice, at least reduce the frequency. So if you create some negative to the whatever the bad habit you have, then after some time you will leave. Suppose coffee you are drinking, okay, or you are a person who go and eat weekly twice or thrice outside. Suppose people are there, right? Every week they want to go and eat outside. Just see what kind of kitchen they are cooking, what kind of people are touching your food. If you go and see the kitchen, you will not go to hotel, restaurant, right? See in the whatever kind of people prepare. So horrible. So you have to create all those things to avoid the habit. So think about the negative impact of it, then you will come out of it. Like it's like doing negative to the negative. See, somebody has programmed your mind. That's what you want to eat outside, or you want to drink coffee, tea, and many habits has come here. Now you go inside and you program yourself so that you come out of it. I programming my mind is called Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Somebody programmed me. When somebody can program me, I can program myself also. Can you tell me why advertisement they are giving? You know this thing, soft drinks, you know about many things are there. Chocolate, biscuit, you know the brand. Why they are giving advertisement? To make you think this is good and all. See, all the soft drinks, what they have? Carbon dioxide, sugar, water. But they're telling, if you drink the soft drinks, you will become number one player. This brings success. How it will bring success? They are using the soft drink. Our celebrity is coming. You like the celebrity. When I like celebrity, I like what he's doing. When I like an actor or actress, when that actor or actress comes with this soft drink, then I also think, let me also have a drink. One time if you start drinking, they have done a lot of research how to control your tongue. They say chips, right? You can't stop with one. You take one chips packet, you will empty the packet. They have done a lot of R&D how to capture you. So they are programming you. When somebody can program you, why can't you program yourself? That is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. So I take life in my hand. I remove all old program. I will start programming me. Now, after that, benefits of yamas and niyamas are mentioned. So there are a lot of benefits. Like if you follow ahimsa, the enmity will go. If you follow satya, truth, whatever you say will happen. And if you follow asteya, non-stealing, if you're not interested in somebody's property, then all precious things will come. It may look illogical. If you start explaining, then it will be logical. In one line, it looks illogical. How come if I don't steal anybody, then everybody will come and give me? You may ask question, then you have to attend our session. We can logically explain why it is. Brahmacharya, if you follow Brahmacharya, celibacy here, controlling the senses, then you will gain immense strength. If you are non-greediness, then you will understand more about life. Non-greediness means non-collection of things. Living for needs, living for wants is there. If you live for your needs and spend your life in spiritual practice, then you will come to know about the self or everything. Then next 5 sutras talks about benefits of niyamas. So see how many sutras benefits of niyamas. So it says if you follow external cleanliness, if you keep your body clean, you start hating your body. This is also opposite, right? If I start keeping my body clean, how I will hate my body, how I will create distaste on the body. Because the wisdom will come. If I need to clean every day 2 times, then this is the dirtiest thing. But when that wisdom comes, then you will think this body is impure. So that's what they say. Then internal cleanliness. Then santosha. Santosha means the contentment. One who has contentment, he will have ultimate happiness, right? You can have 10,000 crores and also thinking about how to earn 1 lakh crores. Or you may have 10 crores and you will be thinking about how to earn 100 crores. Not happy. But you may have 10 lakhs and be happy. Based on what mindset you have. So that contentment is very important. Contentment means you are happy with whatever you have now. Tomorrow you work for better. Contentment is not like don't ask more. Whatever you ask more. End of the day you are getting something, right? You accept it with happily. This is what God given me today. Tomorrow I will strive more. That is different. So tapas means you put your body and mind into extremity so that you gain control over body and mind. Swadhyaya, we know the self-reflection. Ishwar Pranidhana, complete surrender, which we already discussed. So 35 to 45 talks about, you see here, 35 to 39 talks about benefits of yamas, and 40 to 45 talks about benefit of niyamas. See, so much yamas, niyamas, so many sutras. Then 46, 47, 48, our favorite, asanas. So 46 talks about what is asana? Sthiram Sukham. Asana means where you can have comfort and stability. Somebody is having big property, belly, and you are asking to do padastasana. You will say, touch the feet, touch the feet. Where to touch the feet? I can't even touch my knee. Let them touch the knee today. Slowly they will practice. This property gain for many years. Slowly only it will go. Right? So sthiram sukham means don't make them to do like exercise. Be soft. Your body also has an ego. If you do today, tomorrow pain will come. I want to go for walking. Tomorrow, 1 hour you go walking suddenly. Next day, that's all. Whole body will pain. You have to do slowly. Similarly, sthiram sukham. If you do an asana, see the kid, how smiling she is and how no stress everywhere. You see. Otherwise, you see people, all the arteries, veins, everything will project like this. You will see so much strength, but they will smile. Because when you smile, it carries marks. If you go for competition, finally, even great difficulty, you get into final post, you have to smile. This all we are giving wrong advice. They have to smile, feeling comfort inside. That smile will come naturally. So that is called asana. That means slowly you do practice. How to get into that sthiram and sukham? You have to have persevering effort. You have to take continuous effort. You do take special care and put effort, then slowly body resistance will go, and you will reach all the possibilities. So always we take here Adisesha an example. Adisesha carries the universe in his head, and Adisesha is also bed to Lord Vishnu. So he is carrying Vishnu also. Still Adisesha is very stable. So we take this an example. So we have to be stable similarly. Sthiram Sukham means lot of effort you have to do. It's not easy to do Surya Namaskar. How many of you can do Surya Namaskar? 1 Surya Namaskar you may raise. 3, 10 you will do. Now my question is, 1 Surya Namaskar you have to do for 5 minutes. How many can do? Only 5 minutes, but only 1 Surya Namaskar slowly. Fantastic. If anybody is doing, fantastic. That is what exact yoga is. Yoga is not doing fast. Doing Surya Namaskar fast is very easy. Try doing Surya Namaskar, 1 Surya Namaskar, 5 minutes. Every posture, stay there and take 5, 6, 10 breaths. That is very difficult. That needs a lot of effort. Doing fast is easy. Why? Asana means you are doing very slowly. That is difficult. Follow the breath. Doing slowly is difficult. So how to do asana? With a lot of effort, you have to do. Benefits of asana. What is the benefit? If you do asana, then the pain and pleasure, the dualities will go. Your body will become so flexible. Mind will become so energetic. You don't need AC to sleep. You don't need a car to travel. You can travel in bullock cart also. So that whatever you have, the bandwidth increases. Now I cannot adjust. If you do asana, all the mind and body gets loosened up. Now you can accommodate. You become a very beautiful person. Good in body, good in mind. Then pranayama. What is pranayama? Definition of pranayama is given. Pranayama is controlling your inhalation, exhalation, and retention. It is said pranayama to be practiced only after asana. It's clearly mentioned. But we all give first day. Somebody comes, we say, yes, do this pranayama. No. Pranayama should not be given. Let them practice 1, 2, 3 months also. Asana. Give some breathing in the asana. Watch the breath, proper inhalation, exhalation. You have to give pranayama. Only some perfection in asana is attained. Pranayama means extension of your prana. That means you are reducing the number of breath. From anxiety to peaceful state you get by pranayama. If you reduce the number of breath, your lifetime increases. See here, mouse 120 breaths per minute. In 1 minute, it takes 120 breath. It live only for 3 years. Human being, 15 breath per minute we take, approximately 80 years. If you reduce the 15 to 12, you can live for 120 years. See, turtle or tortoise, 4 breaths per minute. They live for 250 years. When the breath is very fast, what it means? You are under stress, right? Whenever you are in tension or stress, just before exam, how the breath is? Fast breathing. After exam is over, very calm breathing. Relax. You are in a relaxed mood. So number of breath will come down if mind is not under stress. If you have stress, breath will be more. If you have stress, you will get heart attack. You will get all the problem, right? So if you have stress, you will go fast. Breathe slowly. That is what pranayama is. Controlling your breath. How to do my pranayama? You have to do pranayama based on time, place, duration. Winter, you cannot do certain pranayama. Summer, you cannot do certain pranayama. Whichever place you are living in, whatever time of practice you are doing, how long you are going to do. Can you do any other, except Nadi Shodhana, can you do any other pranayama for a long time? It will bring problem. Nadi Shodhana pranayama, you can do any number of time. Whole day also you can do, provided your stomach is empty. Can you do Kapalapadi? 500 Kapalapadi? That's all. 3-4 days, you have to get admitted into some mental hospital. It will affect the mind. So, based on time, place, duration, it varies. And your pranayama should be long and subtle. They say, if you keep a feather below the nostril, the feather should not move. That much slowly I need to inhale and exhale. That much control I should have. That's the quality of pranayama. And 51st sutra, it says the fourth aspect of pranayama. What are the three aspects? Inhalation, exhalation, hold are the three. The fourth is called Kevala Kumbhaka or Chaturtha. That means if you go beyond inhalation, exhalation, and retention, that Kevala Kumbhaka means your breath stops. You don't know you are inhaling and exhaling. You are into a very high state. You're not at all taking breath. Or it's like you're taking one breath in 1 hour. If you're taking one breath in 1 hour, somebody keeps your fingers also, they don't know whether you are living or dead, right? The air will not come. That is a state attained only if you do practice pranayama for many, many years. You will attain a stage where it is called Kevala Kumbhaka or Chaturtha. That means your breath will simply stop. You will be alive, but you will be in samadhi or you will be in a higher practice, in a deep meditative state. What are the benefits of pranayama? It will remove the obstacles. To cleanse the mind, the main practice is pranayama. If you want to clean your mind from all the dirty things, you want to come back, pranayama is the benefit. What is the other benefit? Only if you do pranayama properly, you are qualified to do dharana. Dharana means one step before meditation. But what we are doing, first class itself, we'll teach asana, we'll teach pranayama, we'll end with meditation. Most of the teachers, right? Yoga teachers. How can you teach meditation? No. They have to practice pranayama for a long time. Only if you are established in pranayama, you are eligible to start the meditative practice. So these are the 5 sutras for pranayama. Finally, 2 sutras for pratyahara. What is pratyahara? Withdrawing senses. Now, if you want to do yoga in your home, what you do? You close the door, you put the mobile in the silent mode, or you will tell people, I'm just going to do practice. These are all withdrawing your senses. We always use in analogy as tortoise, because tortoise, it will withdraw all the limbs and go inside. Similarly, I need to withdraw all the senses, because whichever sense is open, my energy is wasted. Have you ever thought, if you go to office, if you are a sedentary lifestyle, suppose you are working in an IT company, 9 o'clock you took breakfast, 9 to 1 you are sitting in front of the computer, not even stood up. 4 hours you are sitting without getting up. And 1 o'clock you get hungry. How the energy spent? You are not even walked. All energy goes through eyes, ears, brain, all those things. So when you do pratyahara, when you withdraw all the senses, you save all the energy, divert that towards you. Now all the senses are outward. You are wasting your energy. That's why in yoga, we need to close your eyes. Close everything so that you save the energy and direct it towards yourself. So pratyahara is withdrawal of senses. What is the benefit of pratyahara? If you practice pratyahara, all the 5 senses comes under your control. You will gain mastery over senses. Like this is a good example they have given. The 5 horses, there are 5 horses. There are 4, there is a reason for it. So assume there are 5 horses. These are the 5 senses. The 5 senses should be under control of the rope. Rope means the mind. Mind means manas, I said, no? The mind should be under the control of whom? Krishna here. Whom are riding? That means buddhi. Your manas can be controlled there, but manas should follow buddhi. So buddhi should be the ultimate controller. And buddhi, wherever buddhi wants, then only all the senses will go. If buddhi says no sweet, your heart should go directly going towards sweet, take diversion. So whatever buddhi says, your senses should follow. And here Arjuna is the soul, and the chariot is the body. So if your life is directed by buddhi, then the life will be beautiful. If the life is directed or by manas, that will be horrible. Manas is a kid's part of the mind. Buddhi is the parent part of the mind. So who is having maturity? Parent has maturity, right? If you give 1,000 rupees to your kid, what the kid will do? Go and buy chocolate and ice cream. Correct? So kid should not take decision. You have to take decision. So buddhi is the higher part, intellect. Intellect should be take decision in our life. Manas can enjoy. When he eats sweet, your manas can enjoy. Very nice sweet. It's okay. But don't take second. One is enough. Who has to tell? The buddhi has to tell. So all the decision has to be taken by buddhi. Enjoyment can happen through the mind. So this is about pratyahara. So the 5 yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. The 5 are discussed in sadhana pada, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, which are all antaranga sadhana, which is inside. It is discussed in vibhuti pada. There is a reason for it. Why in vibhuti pada? So any questions? This is just one line we have seen. So much big topic is not possible to cover. Any question on yoga and sadhana pada and anything? So we are starting the 6 months course from coming Friday onwards. The fees is 6,000 rupees. We'll give all the material. You don't need to purchase any book. We'll give soft copy of whatever we teach and important material. And we'll also give the recording. Once we class, this is a live class. All live classes, Tuesday and Friday, night 8:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. 1 hour only. After that class, the same class recording will be there. We'll be sending the recording also. So before you coming to the next class, better to listen one time. Because it's a 6 to 7 months course, it's a long time. It takes a lot of time to digest. We will encourage people to ask question. Whatever question we'll ask, we'll discuss what is mentioned in Yoga Sutras and we'll clarify all the doubts. So we are starting from Friday. If any of you interested, already many people joined. If any of you interested, you can message me. I'll send you the details. So any questions?
One doubt, sir. How we'll remember all these things in daily life? How we'll utilize these things?
You have to when you read, see now 1 hour you are 25 hours, what you are supposed to read, you are reading in 1 hour. Seems to be difficult. But every day you start chewing slowly, then it'll go inside. Everything
Slowly we have
initially
to run. We have to read every day, sir, these things.
not read, madam. Suppose if once today in the 1 hour, if I taught only 3 sutras or 4 sutras, will you not remember? You'll remember. That's what we'll do in 1 hour. Whatever is do, we'll do. And see, this like Prakriti, Purusha, Soul, Mukti, Moksha, this all we'll be discussing many times. So once you finish the course, you don't need to remember. You attend the course. I will always say you attend with video on. Why? When you keep the video on, you will be here. When you keep the video off, you will do some other work. Everybody will do, right? Based on the importance. Don't do that because 1 hour you selected for yourself. Whose well-being? I cannot keep my video off. I'm here. It's benefit to me. More than a student, if you start teaching, you will get more benefit. I get the benefit. But when you got a benefit, please keep the video on. 1 hour you spend. After that, 1 hour you go through. In a week, 3-4 hours can you spend for yourself? Because while going also you can watch, right? We are going to give a drive link. Put in the mobile, you can always listen. It's very easy. That's why you have put 6 months. We can take everyday class. 2 hours also. I can finish within 1 month or 1.5 months. But what is the use? It will not go inside because many difficult concepts we'll be discussing. You have to think what class they said. No, it is not possible. How it is? You have to come back next class and ask me question. It is not possible. How you are telling? We encourage question. We will not say don't ask question and all. Our institute always, we were teaching this for 4 years and we say based on question it extend for 1 month also. Many times it went up to 8 months also. Why? We are not in urgency to complete it. When you ask question, it is our responsibility to answer. So it's not simply to cover up and finish. That's why whenever the batch ends, we'll start next batch. We don't know, it ends at the 8 months also. One course ended at 5 months also. No question what to do. So it takes a long time. Initially, it looks difficult. Slowly, you're going to read. Any other question? No question at all?
Sir, one question
Yes,
from
madam.
the teacher. There is a connection between mind, intellect, and the senses. But what is the connection for the Arjuna? Arjuna, it is the soul.
What is it? What is the connection?
Uh, in that picture, we had mind, intellect, senses, right? I was able to connect with all the points. Arjuna is soul. Krishna is intellect.
Intellect.
What is
The
the
rope is
connection?
mind. Rope is
Uh,
mind. So
yeah,
rope has
soul.
to control the senses.
Yeah,
The five senses. Yeah.
yeah. Question is, what is the connection for soul with respect to other points, intellect or mind? Or,
What is the connection for the soul?
yeah.
Uh,
Why I'm asking is the rope. We using the rope, we are controlling the senses. Using the
mm,
intellect and mind, the senses are controlled, right? Like
yes.
that,
Yes.
I want to connect. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Actually, you want to go to temple, but your manas wants to go to cinema. Suppose you go to temple, so you will get mukti. If you go to cinema, you will enjoy the world. Now, what you want to go? If I don't know about mukti, I want to go to cinema, right? Now, that's what manas wants. When you read all the text, the buddhi will get more knowledge. Buddhi will think, you go and enjoy the cinema, no problem. You go and enjoy a restaurant, everything. But you know, these are all temporary. You have to get permanent enjoyment. The buddhi will say. Now, buddhi don't understand initially. If you don't read any script, you will think eating outside or cinema or any sensory pleasure is ultimate. Once you read all the scriptures, the buddhi will start gathering and tell manas, don't go this thing. Why you are wasting your time? Go for ultimate happiness. So now Buddhi is Krishna who is riding the horse. He will ride the horse towards temple. I'm telling a story, analogy. Suppose temple
oh,
means that.
okay,
Now
okay.
when
The
he goes
soul.
to temple, who will drop? Who will go to inside temple? Krishna cannot go, Buddhi cannot go. The soul will enter. Soul will come out and enter. So that which takes the soul towards liberation is having only intellect. Intellect only can take. Intellect only also stops. If you have an intellect towards only materialist well-being, you know, somebody become great in business, everything, that soul is interested in gathering because that soul doesn't have spiritual knowledge. Same intellect gathers spiritual knowledge. Now the intellect will say, no, no, compared to this, spirituality is the highest pleasure. So rider is Krishna, one who rides, it is in hand your destination, wherever you have to go. It is in his hands. He is a driver. A driver takes you, then you are going to go because soul gives only energy. Soul cannot take any decision. Remember, only your mind can take decision, right? Your intellect can take decision. Can your soul take decision?
No, it's take only experience.
It's giving only energy. Soul gives energy to the body and mind. It energizes. It's like a battery. A battery energizes the toy. This body and mind getting energy from where? The prana, the energy is coming from the soul. The soul, wherever the body mind takes, soul will go. Soul will not take any decision. So if we have to improve our intellect, if your intellect is spiritually inclined, this mind will take the soul towards mukti. Then break open. Then it gets liberation. See, these are all like analogy story we can say because this is beyond logic. Nobody can explain. But mukti, if you want to attain, it is there in your intellect. If your intellect is towards spiritual, vidya comes, you will go. If avidya is there, I am not interested about spiritual, let me take care of my business. Nothing wrong. You do. When you get there, maybe at the age of 70, 80, you earned everything. Then finally you think, I got all the money, everything. Still happiness has not come. Then you will come back. That's why we are all here. All of us are here listening to the satsang. Many, many birds, we enjoyed all those things. Now we got little bored. Now also we enjoy, but more than that, we think this knowledge is required. Somewhere spiritual touch is required. So we are all here, not after 70, 80, 90. This is the time now, whichever age is night now. Suppose my age is 30, I should do it now, not wait for retirement. If you are retired, fantastic. Now, everything is now. So it is there in the hands of intellect.
Yes, thank you, sir. I got it. Actually, it just stays as it is, the self. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. If anything is not there, thank you. So thank you for spending for more than our time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Amazing.
Sir, thank
Hari
you
Om,
very
sir.
much.
Thanks.